Maximus Analysis here for August 1st, 2016. And we see we have a little slight pullback today. Again, looking at the levels of 2151 to basically see what's going to happen once we break that level. We're a sneeze away from it. They got to the levels that I posted out and pretty much chopped all day. So again, I posted out 62.75, I believe, on Twitter. So every morning I set out I put out some levels on the ES, crude, and gold on Twitter to really help people that are day trading. And trust me, if you're day trading and you day trade with them, they are very, very helpful. Just my way of helping. So they're holding these levels right here, but I have 2151 is the level below, and that's last week's low. So going into the daily time frame, you can see that they gapped up, faded, but you can see that this level here is basically would negate all the breakout traders. And again, this is why I keep clapping my hands to tell you guys, do not trade the breakout. Why? You're gonna put your stop here. That's too easy to grab. It's actually too obvious to grab. You put your stop here. You're not gonna take. You know, again, maybe on this pullback you could say, all right, if I took the breakout, I put my stop below there, but most of my people are putting their stops so low that it just takes a sneeze to take all of them out. So again, I don't like trading breakouts. I never recommend trading breakouts because the risk is too much to do them properly. With that being said, we have our price levels and we'll continue to watch them. Let's look at the NQ. Again, just an indecision day, but you can see it's up in a major way. Again, this is not where I would be going long. And if you do, put your stop underneath here. If you don't, you say to hell with that, I'm not going to do it, then don't take the trade and wait for another one. So we're pulling back and we're going to see what's going on with that. YM had, again, they're adjusting and getting to the top of this range. Again, we just want to see what they're going to do at 18,000 when they test that area again, the 18,000 to 17,900 level. Support, resistance, false breakout, and again, want to see what they do when they get into that level. Again, the same thing with the ES was at 2080 area. Okay, and if you've been watching, like I said, if you've been watching our stuff for a long time, you know that area has been something that I have talked about in a major way, and you can see why. Gets above it, false breakout, false breakout, false breakout, false breakout, false breakout, false breakout, finally got up. So again, want to see if that level is going to hold on the retracement. That would be the high probability, low risk, high reward area if you're looking for it to get back into that 2200, or at least the 2200 and a half, 2250, 2300 again level. We got to see how they get to that level and go from there. Crude broke down today, tapped that 40 level, but we have our levels that we're saying, okay, this needs to hold 3809. 3809 gives the perfect symmetry actually for the inverse head and shoulders. It breaks down below that significantly for 1 to 2 weeks. Then we'll retest these lows. If not, again, I'm looking more to the long side to say, okay, this is the false breakout and we can finally get back into the swing of things. So continue to watch, and I'm trying to see if there's anything else. Yes, so the false breakout from here, these lows, and let's see if we can regain to come back into the 61 area. So that's the side that I'll be playing. I'll probably use the USO, but trade the common. Looking at gold, we can see that, again, they've held it. They held the levels that I posted, 13, 14 and a half. And they got to 1311, but I actually would like it to retest down here. I don't know why. I would prefer it to go like here, but again, it's up, and if it continues, it can go to 1400 level. Let's look at some names. Apple was up almost $2, but again, you can see why I'm not taking that long. It's the top of the channel. I rather short at the top of the channel, which I've done. Well, it wasn't a channel here, but once it got here, and I was all over this. I held over earnings. It was a great trade. Want to see where it closes again for that. Amazon, we have some upward resistance. It might be a magnet to 800. Not sure because it's just so stinking close, but we got major resistance at this 789. And again, I posted all this stuff into the newsletter that I put out. It's been a long day. But I want to show you also Facebook. I messed up on mine, so I apologize for not putting this chart in properly in the newsletter. Here's what I'm looking at. Okay, Facebook to me, and this will be the last one that I'm looking at for now. Facebook has been one of those I'll avoid, and the reason why I'm avoiding it is because it's just grinding. If you don't know what my grinding method is, well, that sounded weird. If you don't know what the grind, when I say grinding in regard to a trend analysis, please look at the July 8th, I believe. The July 8th newsletter. Okay, the July 8th newsletter goes into some educational things in regard to what is a healthy trend and what is not. And right now, this is still grinding. You know, we haven't really layered above. We've just came right back into highs. So if it breaks down and retraces to this level, I'm shorting because it's going to be a quick move. We have strong resistance here. And we'll see if this is going to be a pivot and what this retracement is going to look like for that. But again, overall, things are okay in regards to the market. But again, looking at the 15-minute, we want to see, are they going to test back and break into these 2150 area? Because again, 2151 is the area that we're really going to be focused on to say when they break that, is there going to be selling volume coming into? Because a lot of people, again, I've been banging the table with the newsletters over the past 2 weeks. Don't chase, don't be sheepish. It's for stuff like this. So it seems like everybody else, and I'm taking a contrarian view, but it's not because I'm not in the long. I'm like, if I miss the long, I got to accept as a trader that I missed the long, and I have to wait for my setup versus chasing. Now, you can go to aggressive time frame of 60, 15, 30 minute, which we discussed, or you can go to longer time frames, weekly, monthly. Either way, you still have chased. And again, if you missed it, you missed it, because a lot of people are going to get squeezed out, and they could really have, because the breakout traders, like I said before, have their stops so low that they can easily flush them out and get the other set of people that actually thought they're putting a little bit of space. So let's continue to watch what the markets do, and I'll post out levels based on overnight action, the UK action, the Asian, session action as well. If you do not have the newsletter, or you need access to the past ones, please send me your email address at MaximusAnalysis@gmail.com. I will give you access to a Gmail folder that has all the past newsletters. Just to I like to keep things as honest as possible. So again, take care, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.